What if I told you you could live in a suburb that has an easy commute to Atlanta based on its location and also the properties there are really affordable? Would you believe me? Well, look no further. I've actually found it for you. It's called Smyrna, Georgia. In today's map tour, we're going to reveal to you why buyers are so drawn to Smyrna. So grab a piece of paper and a pen, pause the video whenever you need to, because by the end of the video, it's our goal that you have all the information that you need to know about Smyrna to determine it's the right place for you and your family. So let's check it out.
Okay, let's jump on my computer here. Let's take a look at Smyrna, Georgia. It's outlined here in red on the map. This is going to be the area that we're going to be discussing today on our map tour. You can see where it's located in relationship to downtown Atlanta right here. Smyrna, Georgia is located in Cobb County and actually was incorporated as a town back in 1872, and later in 1918 it was officially chartered as a city. Smyrna covers a total area of approximately 15 square miles, and also as 2025, the estimated population of Smyrna was approximately 56,000 people that lived there, and this really reflects an annual growth of about 0.2% from the previous year. Smyrna ranks as the 17th most populous city in Georgia, just ahead of Dunwoody and also Valdosta. Data USA stated that the median age here in Smyrna, the residents that live here, is 35.6 years of age. And also niche.com stated that the median household income here in Smyrna is a little bit over $96,000 a year at the time of this video. A lot of buyers are attracted to Smyrna, especially for the location where it is in relationship to downtown Atlanta. You can see how close it is to Atlanta. But also the housing market here in Smyrna is very cost affordable to live there, and that's really attractive to buyers that are looking to be really close to downtown Atlanta, but really to look at their overall costs, their housing market costs, and overall costs of living there. In 2025, early 2025, Realtor.com reported that the homes in Smyrna, the median list price was approximately $470,000. The median sold price was around $465,500, and the median days on market was approximately 42 days on the market. What that means, if someone puts a home on the market, lists it, it takes about 42 days for it to go under contract. And also another great thing about Smyrna is that you do have some other home options like condos and townhomes. Those are much more affordable than single family homes. So if you're open to condos or townhomes, that's another great option here at Smyrna. Some condos list price start at around $220,000 for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath condo, a little bit over 1,100 square feet, and the price goes up from there. And then also you do have townhomes here, which are a little bit more expensive than condos, and those start at around $330,000, and that's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome with a little bit over 1,000 square feet, and again the price goes up from there. So that's one of the things that really attracts buyers to Smyrna, is the housing market there and also the location that Smyrna is to Atlanta. And we'll be diving into what really are some of the other features about living in Smyrna really attracted to buyers and why a lot of buyers are drawn to the Smyrna area. Okay, let's take a look at what is the commute time, what's the distance from Smyrna to downtown Atlanta. So let's take a look at it here. Right now it's saying that it takes about 47 minutes to get there. It's a little bit after 5 o'clock during the week, so there's a lot of congestion right now going up and down I-75 into Atlanta. Usually on the average, when you don't have high peak times, usually the average is about 30 minutes. So this is why we always tell our buyers, especially if you're looking at commuting into Atlanta and you're coming into maybe looking at Smyrna from out of state, we always tell our buyers to make sure you do take a look at the different traffic patterns, different times of the day, especially during the peak times, especially if you do have to move or do have to drive into Atlanta. This is just a perfect example how usually the average is about 30 minutes to get to Atlanta, and right now it's almost a little bit over 45 to 47 minutes to get there with all the traffic on I-75 at this time. Now, one of the things that really attracts buyers to Smyrna is the location, but also some of the really great highways and access to some of these main highways that helps you to commute into Atlanta, but also to be able to help you commute to other suburbs. Maybe you're looking at working or you do have employment in other suburbs around Atlanta. And that's one of the things that people really like about Smyrna is the main highways and arteries. So the first one I want to show you here is this is called I-285, which is a nice perimeter that goes all the way around Atlanta. And this allows you to get easy access. If you have to get on the other side of Atlanta, you can jump on I-285. And as you can see here, Smyrna is right here, really close to I-285. So if you had to jump on I-285 and get around Atlanta without having to go through the heart of Atlanta, that makes it really easy for you. Also, as you saw when I was showing you the distance from Atlanta to Smyrna, this road here is called I-75, and this goes all the way up north through Marietta and continues up north to northern part of Georgia. And this is another main road that you can take, especially if you did have to work in Marietta. Maybe you were working maybe here in the Bindings area, or even if you want to, maybe you're working here in Buckhead, you could come down 75 and then you could shoot over to some of these roads here to get over to Buckhead. So it really makes it really easy to get around Atlanta, especially with these main highways and roads right here, really close to Smyrna. Also, for those of you who have to go to the airport is just located a little bit south of Atlanta, not too far past Atlanta, and would probably add another 10 to 15 minute drive through Atlanta if you did go through Atlanta to get to the airport. But also you could take I-285 here, which would allow you to get over to the airport, shoot over here to the airport. So there are several different options. So that's another really attractive place about Smyrna, is that people who do have to use the airport a lot due to work like living in Smyrna because it's easy access to getting over to Atlanta Airport. For those of you who are interested in maybe lake life, you're wondering, Matthew, where's the closest lake to Smyrna? This one here, if you just continue up 75, right here, this is the closest lake here off of 75. This is called Lake Allatoona. It's about a 30-minute commute from Smyrna to Lake Allatoona. It is a nice sized lake. It allows you to have, if you want to go out boating, if you want to go fishing, got some really nice parks around the lake, so you can really spend a nice day. But if you want to go to a little bit larger lake, the other lake that we'd recommend that you take a look at is this lake here. And this is called Lake Lanier. And the best way to get to Lake Lanier from Smyrna would just be come up I-285 and then from here head up north on 400 to the Cumming area, and you can just shoot over here to access the lake. Now from Smyrna, based on the time of day, on average it will take you about a 45-minute commute drive to get to Lake Lanier. Now also another great location for those of you who love outdoors, you really want to get up into the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Georgia. There is a place here called Ellijay. It's right here. It's really up in the nice Blue Ridge Mountains, and the best way to get there would be just going up 75, and 75 does split into 575, and that just goes north. 575 does turn into 515, which ultimately takes you into Ellijay. A lot of great things to do there. There also is an annual apple festival there in Ellijay. A lot of people all over Georgia goes there during the apple festival, and also people all over the state, and also some of the local states will come to Ellijay for the apple festival. So if you do enjoy outdoor activities, also they do have some really nice bike trails up there. So if you like to do any mountain biking, they got some really great mountain biking trails there in Ellijay. Also, I'd recommend that you take a look at my playlist. I have other videos just like this one about living in Ellijay and living in some of these other surrounding suburbs. So if you're not completely sure Smyrna is the right place for you and you're still looking, make sure you check out my playlist. I have a lot of different videos about living in other suburbs in and around Atlanta, also some parts of Atlanta to live in, and also suburbs up here in the North Georgia mountains, and including Lake Lanier. Got some great videos on our playlist that you should take a look at.
By the way, my name is Matthew. I'm a real estate agent here in Georgia. I also moved to Georgia from Florida over 16 years ago. I've been living ever since. And welcome to my channel, North Georgia Life, where we cover everything there is to know about living in North Georgia and surrounding suburbs, including the best neighborhoods, things to do, so you get a really good idea of what it's like living here. Make sure you subscribe below so you'll be the first to learn about the current market here in Smyrna, Georgia. My team and I love helping people just like you make a move here, even if that's in 5 days or 9 months. So give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. You can even schedule a Zoom call with us. All our contact information is right here on the screen. We'd love to help you make a smooth move here to Smyrna.
Now, one of the great things about living in Smyrna, especially if you're a baseball fan, is Smyrna is really close to Truist Park. Truist Park is right here where 75 and 285 meet, right here in this area right here. Also, one of the things that they have there is called the Battery Atlanta. And the Battery Atlanta is adjacent to the baseball stadium. And this is a really exciting place. It has a lot of different restaurants and has a lot of different stores and activities. A lot of times my friends and I will just go over to the Battery Atlanta for the day. It allows you to just hang out there. You know, it doesn't even have to have a baseball game going on. A lot of people go there just to really enjoy the restaurants if there's not a game going on. But when there is a game going on, there's a lot of different activities going on there. It's a really popular destination for the locals that live around Smyrna, and also the people that live in Smyrna, and even people who do visit Atlanta. A lot of times will go here to the Battery Atlanta. I also want to show you on the map here, if I zoom in a little bit, as you can see here, Truist Park is just really adjacent. Actually, you can walk around and back and forth, but here's really the nice, beautiful Truist Park baseball stadium where the Braves play. So if you enjoy baseball, that's one of the great things about living in Smyrna. It's only about a 10-minute commute from Smyrna over to the Battery Atlanta and also Truist Park. So it offers a lot of different activities for the residents that live in Smyrna. And again, a lot of times my friends and I will just go there, hang out at the Battery Atlanta, just hang out at some of the restaurants, maybe get an adult beverage, get some really delicious food, and just hang out, especially on a nice, beautiful day, and just visit and enjoy yourself. And also they have some other activities there if you have kiddos. So I would definitely check out the Battery Atlanta. It's one of the great features of living in Smyrna. Now, Battery Atlanta is not in Smyrna, Georgia, but like I said, it's only about 10 minutes away. So a lot of people do access that as part of the features of living in Smyrna. Now, for those of you who are moving to Georgia, maybe you're looking for employment or opportunity for work, and you're looking at Smyrna, maybe you're looking at the area, it caught your eye because of how close it is to Atlanta. Data USA basically reports that a significant portion of the people that do live in Smyrna do commute either to Atlanta or also to some of the surrounding suburbs, because as I shared with you, the great access to I-285 and 75 makes it really easy commute to get around. So a lot of people that live in Smyrna do commute to some of the surrounding areas. As you can see here, you got Marietta, which you can just shoot up I-75 to get to. Also, if you take I-285 here, I'm gonna just grab my pen. You get Sandy Springs right here. You got Dunwoody right here. Also right here, a lot of people work in Buckhead, so they can just shoot down 75 to get to Buckhead. And also you do have the Vinings here, and the Vinings actually has a really big business district. It's called the Cumberland Business District. You might have heard of it, you might have not, but if you're looking for employment opportunities, Vining right here, right next door to Smyrna, does offer a lot of different business opportunities. Now, if you're saying, Matthew, we'd like to know what is some of the local employment opportunities here in Smyrna, and I would share with you that some of the major employers here in Smyrna, Georgia, is some of them are IBM. Also, we got the Block, which is the gun manufacturer here. We got Atlanta Bread here. So you do have some major employers here in Smyrna, but again, because it's so close to Atlanta and some of these other larger suburbs here around Atlanta, you'll have plenty of opportunity to find employment, especially if you're coming to Georgia, maybe to make a new employment move, maybe looking at different opportunities, or also if you're looking to maybe start your own business, you have a lot of different opportunities here in the Smyrna area. Now, I just want to show you also, you might be asking, well, Matthew, what is the traffic like in Smyrna? You might say, I heard a lot about Atlanta, how bad the traffic is, and that there's just so much congestion, and that is true. We always tell people, especially if you're coming from another part of the United States, another state, we always talk to them about that. Atlanta, Georgia is sprawling in nature, and what that means is a lot of things are spread out. It's not always just a short drive to get anywhere. But overall, one of the things that we've found is that the traffic in Smyrna is moderate. So it's not really too bad compared to some of these other suburbs around Atlanta, or once you do get into Atlanta. But we always do tell our buyers when they are looking at different areas, the closer you get into the downtown area here, and really once you get into this I-285 perimeter inside it, that's when you're going to really start seeing a lot of congestion, a lot of traffic. And because a lot of people do use I-285, you'll see a lot of traffic and congestion there. But again, it's a major highway. It's easy to get around. But overall, Smyrna's traffic is very moderate. And the closer you live into Atlanta, the more traffic you'll experience. So I just want to share that with you. A lot of times buyers are always asking us what's the traffic like. So I just want to mention to you, especially if you're looking at moving to Smyrna. Now, if you're wondering what is the downtown area of Smyrna, the two main areas here that we like to share with you here on the map tour is Smyrna Market Village, which is right here. This is really the downtown area. It's adjacent to the City Hall, and it's a really nice mixed-use area. As you can see here, some really nice walking roundabout here at the Smyrna Market Village. Got a nice water fountain here for the day. But this is where you're going to find some nice restaurants and stores. Also, you might find some townhomes here in this area. But you can see here why a lot of people really enjoy coming here, spending the day. This is really where you're going to find also some of the festivals, the annual festivals and events. I can see here, just trying to give you some nice views of the streets there at the Smyrna Market Village that people really get to enjoy. Let me just zoom in here a little bit so I can show you something else. Yeah, this is the historic downtown Smyrna. Just this same area just gives you a little bit better view of the area that we are talking about here, the Market Village area. As you can see here, shows you some pictures of some annual events and festivals. One of the things that you'll see, especially if you do go to Smyrna and you talk to some of the people that live there, they are really proud of their community. They really, if you ask someone who lives in Smyrna, where they live, they're like, we live in Smyrna. It's a great community. So if you are interested in living in a community where people are really proud of their community, this is definitely would be a great place to live. But as you can see here, got some annual festivals and events here, especially during the holidays, Christmas time. A lot of different things that you can do here at the Market Village area. Just want to zoom out here, come over here to the Village Green Park, which is in the same area. This has a little bit more of a green space type of area. This is where you're going to have a little bit of the more of the concerts, festivals, Christmas lights, also people sitting out on the lawn, enjoying themselves. Also, they'll have some, really family-friendly events. As I share with you, people are really proud about living in Smyrna that live there. So they really enjoy getting out, being with other fellow residents that live in Smyrna right here at the Village Green Park. And also, as you can see, it is next to the Smyrna Public Library. So if someone's saying to you, hey, where's the public library? It's always next to the Village Green Park area here in the downtown area. So as you can see, the Market Village and also the Village Green area here really creates a nice walkable lifestyle center for the residents that live here, really making it a nice lived workplace. They have done a really great job of allowing this to be the focus. of the area, of the downtown area for the residents here in Smyrna. And that's really one of the main reasons why people really like living here, to compared to some of the other suburbs in and around Atlanta, is really this really focus of, living, working, and playing right here in downtown area of Smyrna. Okay, for those of you who are looking for, what are the different parks and trails here in Smyrna? As you can see here, all these different red dots are different parks in Smyrna and also around the area. Just want to point out a couple of them to you. The first one here is called Taylor Bronner Park. This is a 10-acre park here in Smyrna. It has some really nice playgrounds, some green spaces here. Also, as you can see here, the kiddos playing. Again, some nice walking trails and green spaces here. Also, there is the historic building. It's called the Bronner Hall, and also the Taylor Bronner House is located here at this park, as you can see it here. And also, this is a place where they sometimes hold events for the community here at this park. Let me zoom back out here. Next park here is called the Tolson Park. This is a nice park here that actually has a public swimming pool. They actually have some soccer fields. They actually also have baseball fields. They have playgrounds. So if you're interested in sports for your kiddos, this might be one of the parks that you would go to. Got some trails here. And also, if you do have any pets, this is a pet-friendly park here that you can take your pets to. So this is another park we would highly recommend that you take a look at if you're interested in looking at different parks here in Smyrna. And the last one is the trail. There are a couple different trails here in Smyrna, but the one I want to point out to you is called the Silver Comet Trail. The reason why I want to point this out is it's actually a 61.5 mile paved trail that starts here in the Smyrna area. And it goes all the way out towards the Alabama line. So if you're someone who likes to bike, hike, jog, this definitely would be a trail, because as I shared with you, it goes from Smyrna all the way out to the Alabama line. So it has plenty of different trails that you can really enjoy. So I always tell people this is definitely ideal for someone who likes to bike, hike, or run. We would tell them to take a look at the Silver Comet Trail here. The last thing I'd like to point out to you is not right in Smyrna, but if you are looking for, if you like to go on the kayak, you like to go out on the river, you can see here, I'm gonna grab my pen here so I can show you where it is. But right here, it comes from the north. It's the Chattahoochee River, winds all the way through, actually winds through on the border of Bindings, and then continues this way. And a lot of people who do live in Smyrna do go to the Chattahoochee River. There's a lot of different picnic areas. There are also some trails there. Allows you to go fishing. So if you just didn't really want to go north to Lake Lanier or some of these northern lakes, and you just want to sort of stay in the area, a lot of people do use the Chattahoochee River, as I shared with you, to kayak, take a canoe out, bike along, and also fishing there. So this is really an excellent river to check out if you are interested in taking a look at river life. Okay, let's jump over to my FMLS system so I can show you some different home options here. Some of these are single family homes, some of them are condos, and some of them are townhomes. I didn't do any particular search, just did a general search for different type of properties here in Smyrna, Georgia. As I shared with you earlier, Smyrna is in Cobb County, which Cobb County overall is recognized as really a good academic performance county in regards to the public school districts. But one of the things that we found about Smyrna, that a lot of people who do have kiddos, they really like the overall housing market in regards to overall costs and location. But one of the things that they wish that Smyrna would do better and focus on would be improving their overall schools. Schools in Smyrna, Georgia are really about average. If you look at publicschoolreview.com, one of those third-party websites, they basically say that the Smyrna public schools rank a 6 out of 10. So it's really very average here. A lot of times people who are looking at schools as a value because they want their kids to go to some of the top rated schools, but they do want to stay in Cobb County, then a lot of times we'll tell them to take a look at some schools, maybe in Marietta and also over in the East Cobb area, over in East Cobb and also parts of Marietta. You get high schools like Lazar High School and also Walton High School, which are some of the top performing high schools right here in Cobb County. So as we always tell our buyers, if you are purchasing a home, but you really want to look at a good school district and you are purchasing that home because of the school district it's in, we always recommend to our buyers to take a look at publicschoolreview.com or schooldigger.com. Make sure you check out any ratings of any schools before you make a determination on purchasing a home. So let's take a look at some of these properties here. I'm going to go over to the results section here and let's click on this first property here. Sorry about that. Okay, the first property, this actually is a condo, and this condo is located in the Country Park condos. It's listed for $225,000. It was built in 1985. Actually has 2 bedrooms, 2 full bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and it has a little bit over 1,200 square feet. So let's take a look at this condo. As I share with you, this will be one of the condos available here in Smyrna. Got some nice amenities, some tennis courts, nice windows. Nice cozy condo here. Looks like it has some potential for updates. So, some of these lower priced condos and townhomes, you do have to update some of the condos to bring them up to your standard. But the great thing is, great location, got some great bones here. So here is a condo, just want to show you that. Let's go back to the results section here. And I'm going to click on this one here. Now this is a single family home. It's in the Smyrna Heights community. It's listed for $450,000. This one has a total of 3 full bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms. This one was built in 1956 and it has a little bit over 1,000 square feet. One of the great things about this property is it's been fully renovated. So as I said here, everything is almost brand new in this house. So they've done all the hard work for you. They have renovated this house for you and really made it into a nice, beautiful home. Nice wood cabinets here, nice trim, nice wood floors, nice open area here with some windows, natural light, nice walk-in shower. So they've done a really beautiful job here on this single family home here in Smyrna. So let's go back to the results here and let's take a look at the last property. Okay. Now this property here is actually a townhome that's for sale. It's in the Westbury at the Vinings community. It's listed for $495,000. This one has 3 full bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and a half bath. This one was built in 2013 and has a little bit over 2,500 square feet. Also looks like it's a 3-level terrace, has a nice 2-car garage, nice entrance. Looks like it has some brick and some stone, some really nice design there. As you can see, it's a nice modern townhome that you can purchase here in Smyrna. Nice cabinets, nice windows and design there. It looks like they have done a really good job of designing this townhome to make it really look beautiful. So as you can see, you got a lot of different options, from single family homes to condos to townhomes here in Smyrna. So I just want to show you some of the different options here just to give you a nice flavor of what's available here in Smyrna.
Thank you for watching our video, and you can see why so many buyers are drawn to Smyrna, Georgia. So whether you're looking to move in 5 days, 9 months, or you're just exploring the idea, my team are here to help you every step of the way. So whenever you're ready, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. Whatever works best for you. All our contact information is right here on the screen. If you look down the description below, we do have a link to our Zoom calendar if you'd like to schedule a Zoom call with us. Make sure you check out our playlist with other great videos just like this one with great content about living in Smyrna or one of the surrounding suburbs. And until next time, as we always say here on our channel, North Georgia Life, we make the world a better place, one person, one family, one investor at a time through the power of real estate.